welcome back to the Make Space for Growth podcast. I'm your host, Sara Vicente Barreto, and I couldn't be more excited to launch season 4 with you today. Last year, we only had one bonus episode of the podcast, and I'm now ready to launch this season with an amazing pipeline of guests in the making. Over the past season, we have explored finding growth in times of crisis, moments of lift, and creating space for what matters. And now we step into a new theme, one that resonates deeply for me this year: strength. Now, you may ask, why strength? Well, first, strength is my word of the year. But strength can take many forms. It's not just about resilience in the face of adversity, but also about the quiet determination to keep going. Strength is about knowing when to push forward, but also when to step back. It's about lifting others as we rise, about holding space for change, for pause, about staying true to our values when they're challenged. And through this season, we will be unpacking what strength means in different ways, in different stories, through the journeys of incredible women who have built businesses, pivoted careers, and led with impact. Now, for me, strength has been a recurring theme this year, and it's only January. Whether in my professional journey, my personal life, or even in the quiet moments where I reflect on what truly matters, I've realized that strength isn't just about pushing forward. And that's a big realization for me, we have to admit. It's also about taking stock, having a pause, which was a lot of what I've done also with the podcast last year. Because that creates space to grow, space to pivot, space to ask ourselves, what does success really look like? Personally, I have chosen to express all my goals for this year, starting with the word strength. Strength in my body, strength in my business, strength in my charity, strength in my family, strength in my friendships, and strength in my finances. As I close the first month of the year, despite all else I wanted to do and did not get done, as usual, I feel strong. I feel like I can do this, but from a position of strength rather than a position of survival. So with this in mind, with this embracing of strength, with this awareness of the potential of strength, I'm bringing a new season of the podcast with more strength than ever before. This season, we'll hear from founders, investors, and change makers who embody strength in their own unique ways. We'll explore stories of bold decisions, tough transitions, and the resilience it takes to thrive in both business and life. From finance to fintech, content marketing to venture capital, each conversation will reveal the many dimensions of strength. So as we embark on this season together, I invite you to reflect on what strength means in your own life. How do you define it? Where do you draw it from? And how can we as a community support each other in finding and embracing our own strength? As always, I'd love to hear from you. Connect with me on social media, subscribe to the podcast, and let's continue this conversation. Thank you for making space for this journey with me. Season 4 is here, and I can't wait to share these conversations with you. So let's get started. First episode coming soon.